Wow, it's been a while, hasn't it? A long, long time, as a matter of fact, since the last broadcast. I've been very busy with various things. Uh, it's a long story, but I mean, obviously, yeah, I've been working on game things, but on top of that, I was doing a lot of practice and that kind of stuff. My art skills are still not very good by any means, but I did try to practice a little bit. A little bit. I did a lot of studying and that kind of thing. It didn't go that well, actually. But I can't spend too much time contemplating over such things, so I'm just going to show you the kind of things that I've been working on. So, wait a moment, I'm trying to get a certain thing. Where's my folder at? The folder file. Uh, where in the world is it? It's like, how do I put this? I have some other images I made to show off, actually. Sorry, my brain's just going bad now. Okay, so you've already seen the old images, whatever things I've done, but anyway, I did some new things. I created a new character. She's still very much work in progress. Her name is Amina. I realized that I only had like 10 characters, and the thing is, I want to have a rival in the story, or at least all the non-boss characters. So I just went with the 11th character, and that's how I got Amina. She's like a bladesmith, like a blacksmith basically. She fights with a sword. But the thing is that she has to like do things to enhance the sword, like she has like the whetstone, that kind of thing. The thing is, her sword is cursed, and the curse has an RNG effect. If you ever played Fire Emblem, it's like the Devil Sword. It's like a chance of killing you. She basically has that, where it's like, oh, she will lose some of her protection gauge, or oh, she will lose some of her spell reserve, or some of her health every time she uses a D move. This is just, again, just an idea I had in my head. But she's supposed to be based off of the, what's it called? Secretary bird. But I had to do a bunch of research on that, because I wasn't really familiar with that species. Like I said, some animals I'm not really as familiar with. I do a bunch of learning and things like that. But that's a whole other thing. I'm still not sure on her design, actually, because, like, I know how I want her, like, head to look, I guess, but, like, the way she dresses, I'm still not sure on. Like, she just wear, like, not a loincloth, like a little skirt thing. But I'm still working on a lot of that. It's not really set in stone. But anyway, that aside, then I started doing like more like model sheets of the characters I already have, like Winifred, Gretel, Gwendolyn. I'm focusing on those three because that's the three that will be in the demo, since I don't want to have 11 characters in the demo, since that would be way too many to work on, that kind of thing, and I just need to focus on making three work well, or whoever I get, working on that for me, or whoever I pay, rather, that kind of thing. Anyway, so I did a bunch of different turnarounds, sete, whatever you want to call it, where it's like, okay, this has this feature and that feature, and just things like that. Some of these things, I'm still not great at displaying certain features. Some things look very awkward and just not good. But yeah, this is what I've been doing for the past. How long have I been going for? A month or two? Wait, there's a lot of repeats in here actually. Yeah, just a bunch of stuff like that. And then I also tried to make like a very rudimentary sprite of some of these characters, which I'll get to that in a second. Just going through different things. Where is it on this folder? Oh yeah, I can the what's this again? Yeah, this is like the main menu design. I was, oh, how's it going to look? It should be vertical or horizontal? And I went with horizontal. Where it's like, okay, you have like the versus menu and online training, just that kind of thing. Like, just a lot of planning, just various things like that. What else did I work on? Anything else notable? I mean, more just drawing and stuff. Oh yeah, and the character select screen, I worked on that too, where I'm like, whose tail unfolds? And like, the characters were aligned, again, horizontally, versus like, I don't know, a big square or something. And I was saying, okay, yeah, so you will see like a portrait of in the back, and then like the sprite in the front, and then you just go over that. And you know, these are like the 11 characters that I have. You know, Winifred, Gwendolyn, Alice, Mamiko, Fatima, Suzette, Gretel, Gabriella. Yeah, Gabriella. I can't even tell my own drawings apart. Olga, Amina, and Julia, and the random marker as well. That kind of thing. But again, these are just ideas. And I was saying, oh yeah, when you select them, one piece icon goes up there, and two piece icon goes down there. And so if two people are picking the same character, they can more easily see who picked what, that kind of thing. And it is, well, that's just another Winifred picture I did. Yeah, like I said, I've been doing some working on the designs, and some things I'm thinking about changing now. Where like I thought, oh, she has like 5 or 6 gems on her, but she doesn't need that many. She only needs 3 to represent the 3 magical enhancement things. So I figured, okay, what if I get rid of the one on her neck altogether? And then I started thinking about, oh, what if I got rid of her neck, her necklace altogether? So I've been thinking about that, just testing things out. And then this other thing I did, that's an old picture, but I bought some colored pencils, which I'm not good at colored pencils. Coloring it evenly, not so good. That kind of thing. And then I did a slight redesign of Julia, where I realized I made her look way too small in the original version. Like, she's a fox and like a mouse, so I don't know why I had her looking so short. I mean, she's not super tall either, but like, she's like 5'5" probably. I actually am not entirely sure of her exact height, but I just redesigned her. I was like, okay, she's a little taller. But another thing was like I changed up her top, where like she had like the bikini top sort of, and I figured, oh wait, no, it's better probably to have a what do we call it, dominatrix top? I actually don't know what you call it, a corset, yeah, something like that. I mean, she's like probably like the evil sadistic character, so I figured, oh, that probably would fit her better. I am not sure, just things like that. That's a failed experiment from a few days ago, where I was like, oh, let me try drawing. I usually draw the head first and the body. I know some artists do that, but a lot of people I know say draw the body first, then the head. But yeah, that didn't turn out so well, and that's just an old picture. But anyway, the thing I did that was like notable, at least in my mind, was I tried to like update the color and come up with like official colors for each character. Where I'm like, oh, okay, these are Winifred's colors. I did that digitally, as you can probably guess from looking at it. Where it's like, okay, yeah, so when I assign this to people, that'll be how her colors look. And then for Gretel, her colors look like this. I tried doing like a lighter color for like the dress and like darker for the highlights, but that didn't really look that great, so I just went with that. And Gwen's a little rough because these ones I did digitally, but hers I inked on paper, and my hand kept shaking for some reason. I don't know what's good with that. And I couldn't use the symmetry tool because, you know, real life. So hers looks a little wobbly there, actually. But I figured, oh yeah, I forgot to draw her coat completely. Like, I colored it digitally, but I inked it physically. But it's like I figured, oh wait, she's a wolf, so like the bottom half of her mouth would be like a lighter color than the top, that kind of thing. So just stuff like that. And what else did I do? Oh yeah. I did some little rudimentary sprites. They don't look very good, but I just figured, oh, I might as well just do something. So the first one I did was Gwen in Clip Studio. I mean, not Clip Studio. A sprite. Yeah, it's very rough, but I'm just trying to get the idea down. I'm like, okay, here's how it looks. Because I was thinking, because that's another thing. I was trying to do the 16 color sprites, but then I realized, I'm probably going to need more than 16 colors. Probably like, actually, how many colors did I use? I can actually show you. Let me look on Steam and see how many colors I used for this one. It's probably like 20 colors or something. It's not like a huge amount. Because the thing is, I wanted to have my designs be relatively simple so they're easier to animate. So that's why I didn't want to go with a billion different things. Because some, you know, how some like, I like KOF 14, 15, but like some characters have a lot more things going on in their designs. Like, I know a lot of people hate Shune's design, but I really don't think it looks that bad. But it's just that he's a character with a bunch of things on him, so I figured he would be probably harder to draw if they were doing it on, you know, sprites or whatever still. But, you know, they're using 3D models, so it's probably not as hard now, I guess, or probably, I don't know. But anyway, look through. Let me show you what I was talking about. Yeah, so where's the Gwen sprite? Yeah, I used how many colors here? You count transparency. 6, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I did use 16 for that one. Okay, I didn't go above But then the next one I did Griddle. That was kind of rough in general. Actually, I think I made her teeth too long as well. I think for Griddle I actually did use more colors. Let me check. Did I? Oops, that's wrong. That's just the color palette. Nope. Yeah, for Grid I used 6, 12, 13, 14. No, still 15. Okay, I guess I didn't use as many colors as I thought I would. I think I was worried about Winifred using too many colors, but which is actually part of why I simplified her design. But yeah, Winifred. I'll show you Winifred. Give me a second. Winifred, the sprite, ended up kind of messed up. Actually, I'd made her eyes too big and her neck too long. I don't know. I didn't get you thinking. Anyway, yeah, it was like that. Not very. Also, her legs are way too thick. I don't know why I did that way. That's kind of a mistake, as you can see. But anyway, yeah, hers. I think I used more colors on, didn't I? Or maybe I didn't. I don't know. Let's see. Oh, that's just her. That's just the reference picture. Yeah, I changed her colors and the thing as well. Actually, I realized she didn't need 2 different shades of orange for her ears or for her nose or whatever. So I figured, oh yeah, some of these I can just consolidate. And I use the same brown for her hair and for the strap for the pauldrons she wears. Also, like I said, I'm supposed to remove the gem or the necklace altogether, I think. But anyway, let me show you the actual sprite in the program. Where is it? Yeah, that one. Yeah, this actually does use more colors. That's also because I think it's because I did more shading with her. But 6, 12, 18, 19, 21 colors. I'm actually not sure where a lot of those came from, but I just, but I made some. Well, yeah, because of her leotard thing, I guess probably. Some share things like it's the same silver for all of her armor and her gauntlets and her shield and her sword. All use the same silver headband as well. And like I said, the same brown for the hair and for the straps. But I guess because she has 2 colors. Also, her fur color, her fur pattern went too far over there as well, actually. But yeah, in general, the cream color for the middle area, and the orange for her actual body, that kind of thing. But then when you do sprites, you use a darker version of that color to be the outline. Like I'm not really great with sprites yet. That's still a thing I need to work on a lot, as you can probably guess. Or his feet look really bad too. Just things like that. But yeah, so I've just been doing things like that, a lot of practicing and working on stuff outside of like the actual game, I guess. Just concepts I'll show to people, and I'll be like, hey, can you draw this, but good, here's $800 or however much I end up spending on it. 1 second, I'm writing something down. One moment. Okay, I write something. Somebody sent me a message. Well, no, they didn't, but. Oh yeah, I actually updated my notes as well. A lot of my notes had to go through some overhauls because some things written in them were incorrect or awkwardly written, or just incorrectly written, that kind of thing. So, actually, let me show that off next. But, oh yeah, I did work on the actual game part as well, though. I added the UI, which I think I did in the last stream, but it's been so long I don't remember. But let me show you the writings I did first, though. Okay, so in my writing folder, yes, I have a whole folder just for writings and documents. Some of this stuff is kind of jumbled up, as you can probably guess. Like, just, boy, let me find it. The thing I want to show is the combo system explanation. I mean, I already knew. It didn't really change. I just wrote it down to how it's supposed to work. Where I'm like, okay, yeah, chains, you do 5A, close B, 5C, that kind of thing. And I mentioned the whole restand process because I didn't really mention that in much detail. But yeah, in the corner, you can get restands where some moves are like soft knockdowns, so they like toss the opponent sort of far away. Like, if you ever played Street Fighter V, it's like how Mika has the Lady Mika, the uppercut forward hard punch, and it sends the opponent flying away. And you can't combo off of it. Well, you can combo off it with some things. You can't really combo off of it much mid screen, but you get way more in the corner, or you can do more complicated things in the corner. It's kind of like that, where it's like mid screen you can't get much off of it. Like maybe you can figure fireball, or maybe some characters can have like a super that would connect, maybe. But like in general, you're supposed to do it in the corner where you can do the special launch state, and then you cancel with, or you do a special that can either do a lot of damage just further, or do a restand to that kind of thing. So I just roll that down the notes, and some of that is in the all that's in the Google Drive now. So that's something. What else? Another thing I wrote down. I have the design document. I rewrote some of that because a lot of that was just things that were completely not wrong, but revamped, where I was saying things like how I mentioned something about parries, but it's not really a parry. It's just it's like one of the defensive mechanics where it's closer to, like, if anything, how do I put this? Closer to I guess false defense is a better comparison. False defense, or the Soul Calibur thing. I can't remember the name all of a sudden. My brain's just shutting down completely. I forgot what I was going to say. What was that called? It's just going to go making me crazy now. Guard Impact. Yeah, why did I forget that? But yeah, it's closer to that, how it actually works. Or then I brought up things about how the setting works, where I'm like, oh yeah, they all can use magic as long as they practice it. But I already have that written down before. But just things like, oh yeah, Julia's background. I said she was like just some orphan, but I have like 3 orphan characters. So I figured, oh well, actually no, she was a noble, but she got sold by her father, that kind of thing. So I had like some of that was, or just like a lot of typos that typos I had to correct, things like that. So I consolidated those notes, and I got those things down. Just a lot of things like that, really. Mostly just busy work. When it comes to like just stuff like that, I'm basically done for what I want to do now. Like I said, I'm only trying to focus on those 3 characters, and I have everything I want for Gretel, Gwendolyn, Winifred, that kind of thing. But actually, let me show the work I did on the actual game part, because I did like some minor work on that as well. Nothing super complicated, but I added on Gwen, I added her drink counter thing she has. Or let me show you how that works actually. What is that down there? That's just the yeah. Then I'll show you another thing I did besides that. But it's actually broken. I was focusing. I was struggling to code that correctly. But oh, that's way too loud. Whoops. Oh boy, let's turn that down. Sorry about that. Just yeah. That's still too loud. That's probably fine. Anyway. Okay, wait. Let me just restart that. Well, it doesn't really matter. But okay, as you can see, I added the health bars, but they're a little off center. I gotta fix that later. Probably I can do it on the stream. The way health bars work in this game, in this system is a bit odd, where it's like you have to drag it without actually seeing where you have to drag the frame without seeing where the actual bar is, and it might have a different X or Y coordinate. That's probably just me doing something wrong, but yeah, that threw me off. And then not only that, but like what else? I've set the 9 bars just for testing purposes, that kind of thing. I still need to actually, like I said, I want to actually implement the sprites I did later. Or I mean, not really that badly. It's just like 1 frame, but it's not going to look that. But then anyway, yeah, the thing I was talking about. So she has like her drink meter now, where certain moves, drain her drinks, and they appear above her. And again, this is just a rudimentary version of that. And if you run out, then she starts hurting herself every time she doesn't move. Like, you see her health bar's on top. She has 125 health now. But if you just Carnage Hurricane... Oh, it didn't come out. Wait, no. If she does... It's not working. Oh, there it is. Okay, yeah. Okay, if I do the Bludgeoning Bodot, whatever it's called, her health goes down. Is there like a... I must have glitched that out. For some reason, the Carnage Hurricane never makes her drain health. Oh, there it is. I don't know what's... Yeah, I coded that in wrong, but... The way it works is supposed to be that she, when she runs out of drinks, she loses health. And for some reason, the drinks come up sporadically now. I don't know what's going on there. But yeah, it drains her health. That's how it's supposed to work. So if you use it too many times, that happens. You can get it back, though, if you do certain moves like her command throw. If she grabs you, she gets a drink back. It's only, yeah, like that. But like I said, I wrote it wrong, the script, but that's how it's supposed to work. So if you do 2, 3, 6A, then she does a command throw, and then she gets back a drink. Only one drink. But if you do the B version, she gets a hard knockdown instead, which makes them get up slower. So A is better for, like, recovering your drinks and using your armor moves, but B is better for HKD. And C is the anti-air one. So if your opponent jumps, you can anti-air and grab them and knock them down for HKD. But that's already been in the game for a while now. And so is the air throw, of course. Things like that. What else? The move, super armor. Oh yeah, that's already, again, that was already in before. It's just, I just didn't have a way to display the drinks before, but now the drinks are displayed, actually. And yeah, I already got the, what do you call it, working before. What's that move called? Bathyr's Bite. No, Bathyr's Bite is just the normal, the special move for damage. Like I said, it's been a while since I've looked through some of these things, so my mind is sort of drawing a blank on a few of these things. What are these moves called again? Let's look through the Gwyn document, then I'll find out. Okay. Face not fail. Okay, yeah. Flossgraph's command throw. Bathyr's Bite is her strike special. Then Bolt Buster is the anti-air or the anti-projectile move. Bludgeoning Bodak is the running throw. Carnage Hurricane is the DP. I remember that one. And Kelpie Crasher, that's what I was thinking about. Kelpie Crasher is her ogre tackle, basically. Wait, you guys know what that means. But anyway, things like that. So I need to actually implement more of the lines too, because like I got my aunt to record a bunch of stuff, and she did like the announcer voice as well, and she actually did a pretty good job of that. She did like a very dramatic, overly exaggerated one, which I think that fits this sort of thing, I suppose. For the demo anyway. But I forgot to implement that still. I need to work on that. They're reading outside. Just things like that. So I have her drink counter working. That's like a big thing I worked on. Didn't actually get to doing Winifred's counter yet. Her magical enhancement things. And oh yeah, that's the character select screen. You can actually select characters now, which this is the old one. I need to actually do the thing like I showed before with the picture, where I have an actual... I'm not going to show that yet. I'll show that in a second. I have an actual character select screen that I wrote, like I showed you earlier, where it's like... oh yeah, it's supposed to look like this, but I just need to work on... I need to fix her feathers. They look kind of weird in the background. I don't know. Whenever I see Amina's feathers, they just look sort of in the way. I gotta fix that. Anyway, what I was saying was you can select from this menu right here. I mean, obviously Suzette, Fatima, and Julia are not in the demo, or they were not implemented. I'll do like a little lock screen or something. But yeah, you can actually just choose right from here. Say, okay, I want to play Winifred, and the other person says, okay, I will play Gwendolyn. And then the menu starts up, and oh look, there you have Winifred and Gwendolyn. And oh yeah, I fixed her damage data. For some reason, I had all her numbers wrong. I based off the old cheat sheet, which actually I actually changed some numbers on that as well. Where Olga, she's not in the demo, it doesn't really matter. Some of the stuff is very confusing still. We're just placeholder like, oh, do it like in this game. Oh, do it like in that game. Or I'll just say, oh, do it like how it works in Guilty Gear or Exard. What is that number? And it's like a placeholder. But some of these things need to be adjusted still. Yeah. But yeah, so things like that where it's like, okay, whenever it's 5A does 6 damage and her close B does 8 damage, stuff like that. Well, the thing is that I for some reason the old version I have all those numbers wrong. And I fixed them now. But yeah, for some reason that was a huge problem before. But anyway, yeah, see, look, now it says her 5A does 6 damage, just like in the sheet, the chart, if you will. So all those are correct now, so her stuff looks better. I mean, her combos are still like kind of gibberish combo. They still look kind of awkward because I don't have the hit stop implemented correctly yet. And oh, that was an accidental knockdown, like that. And oh wait, oh, the glitch is back. Oh no, that's supposed to happen. Yeah, they get stuck in hit stun somehow. I don't know why that keeps happening. So now I've got to fix that. Let's actually fix that right now. Okay, the reaction to the hit there. If you do a 2-2A, like I did there, for some reason it keeps them flying in the air indefinitely. I'm still not sure how I caused that glitch to happen, but let's fix that. Let's give them the correct reaction. Isn't that supposed to be... Yeah, that's not supposed to be that reaction. I'm just making SKD. I don't know why I had it as something special state. Which, in fact, that state's not even supposed to cause that anyway, but yeah. Oh, whoops, let me actually... Ooh, yeah, let me fix the player select. Player select, you know what I mean. Now it should be good. Yeah, now it works. SKD. And actually, I need to actually remove some animations, because some things I did too weird, not too fluidly, or too many extra things. Like I said, I'm going to be reusing a lot of frames, so for some reason I did like a different animation for the A version of DP and the B version. But I can just reuse the A one, and whenever I send it off to whoever I hire, I want it to be like, hey, do 2 extra DP motions, because that would be more money. Because, you know, some people can animate for cheap, and still do it fairly well, but like, why get them extra work when you could just spend the money towards something else, like, I don't know, the coding being better, or the net code, or whatever. So it's just things like that. I don't know, it's just, I'm getting way too ahead of myself here, obviously, but these are just things that come up in my head. Anyway, what else? I tried to implement the Mystic Boon mechanic, but I couldn't get that working right either. It's that's gonna be a little more complicated to get it working right. But yeah, I have like that's the counter. Oh yeah, she's a counter. I think I got that working already, but let me make sure. Yeah, that. So she gets into the counter state, and then if the opponent hits her during it, then she hits them back. Like that, yeah, and they get knocked down. But I think I already showed you that before. And I have the air dash working normally now, which that was a big issue for some reason. I don't know why the air dash gave me so much trouble before, but I got it working. The thing is, yeah, I have the air dash fast fall working, which, I mean, you probably know where that comes from. But yeah, so double jump is not working right, really. I don't know, for some reason double jump caused a lot of issues. And now they're getting a bunch of knockdowns from that. I don't know why that's causing knockdown. But yeah, things like that. Throw works. Oh yeah, Gwen's throw is a little different. She does like a throw that stuns you, then she goes into an ABC combo, that kind of thing. I'm not sure everything's knocking down all of a sudden. I must have changed some state being correct, but it's just, you know, in general idea. And like I said, this is just like the placeholders and such. I'm not actually going to do it in 2D Fighter Maker. I just want to show off how it looks, that kind of thing. But, what else? Oh, wait, that's not the right move. Oh, yeah, she can come out, her sister, yeah, that move. That's the regular summon. I have things like that in there. Oh, yeah, the meter. Yeah, let me show you. Yeah, I forgot. The meter actually works. Okay, yeah, it counts oddly, but yeah, and it looks weird over the thing, but like, yeah, the meter counts over the little stocks I have over there, and you can see how much you have of your move coming in, and then it shows you how much you have and what you got, that kind of thing. Let's try that again. I can't do the thing first. I'm trying to do the time for a feast. Oh, yeah, there it is. Yeah. Oh, it doesn't. Oh, I gotta fix that or make that actually work. Yeah, it immediately goes to the end of the round if you get a 0, even if it's like a super going on. I guess it's like I feel you could special case that so it doesn't do that. But yeah, did that wrong. But yeah, time for a feast. This move. So that works, yeah. But then if you do a certain moves, you get meter back and do that. Now, the thing that's important is in this game you don't build meter for getting hit. You only get your protection gauge, which I still got the protection gauge, because I don't have that displaying correctly still. That's a whole other thing. Is like when you do you know, your shield is supposed to come up like that, but I didn't ever implement that because doing a second bar in this game is actually difficult, or in this system is difficult to display it correctly. That's why I had to put Gwen's drinks over her head, actually, because I couldn't implement that correctly. So these things are not easy to implement, at least not in my experience, but that's just me. I mean, I've seen other people can do it. I know for a fact it's possible. I've seen other people do it, but just me personally, I'm just not at that level yet. And, oh yeah, I changed up some Gretel stuff, too. Gretel got a slight update on some stuff, where it's like... cannot get it to display. One moment. I'm trying to get it to select. It won't select. Did that not fix it? Actually, you know what? I'll just do it the manual way. Just go to debug, menu, select Gretel. and I changed up how some of her moves work. Where I made the Hailstorm move a super instead. At least I'm supposed to. Yeah, no. Yeah, that's the right one, yeah. That move's a super because originally it was going to be like, the Hoggle thing. No, wrong. But I replaced how that works to make it a little more fair, that kind of thing. So now you get the set play Snowflake from the 2-2D instead. And then 2-3-6C is still the, Thor's Thunder. And then 2-1-4D is the flame for set play, that kind of thing. And chip. But yeah, so I changed up that little thing about her. Other than that, she's basically the same still. She doesn't have like a unique special mechanic other than, leveling up and getting to her ultimate form. And she can do her moves faster. I think I implemented that. Because they're supposed to come out faster. She doesn't do the incantation, which I still need to implement the lines for that, funny enough. Like, somebody knows they were going to record those lines for me, but they haven't got a chance yet, so I'll have to wait on that. But I can do it myself, but I don't want to do a girl voice. But just stuff like that. So I did a bunch of little quality of life updates and things like that. But they said I need to fix the health bar. Oh, I have the round timer working actually. Yeah, that's the other thing. I have the timer working, which I don't think I had before. But yeah, just things like that. Anything else special? Like I said, it's still very early in progress. I could probably polish this up a lot more for what it is, even if I don't know what I'm doing. But yeah, and then another thing, I came up with the logo for my company. Yeah, we have a company. When I started hiring people to work, we're calling it Tensai. Now Tensai is a Japanese word and it means genius, like saying, "Oh, this is a great idea." Hopefully from them, not from me, but you know what I mean, that kind of thing. A little cocky, perhaps, but I just thought, oh, that's funny. I've never seen most use that before, so I just went with that. Now, that logo, I just went through a bunch of designs, and I've been working on that for several months. I kept it hidden until now for some reason, relatively hidden. Like, I came with that in, like, April. The first Tensai designs were, I was, oh, yeah, let's do it like that. Let's have it just be completely Japanese. I was like, oh, wait, no one can read that then. And then I did another design where it's like, oh, that's the same picture. I focused on, I was like, oh, let's do it in a square like that. But then anyway, the problem I had was then I was like, oh, what color will it be? And I was like, oh, let's do dark blue and black letters, but that was too hard to read. I showed some people and they said it was too difficult to read. Then I tried to experiment with different fonts and stuff. So that's when I came up with the Tensai logo that we use now, this one. And let's see because I have a bunch of just ones I ended up not using or just test versions. Oh yeah, I want to try to draw by hand. I want to use a different font. The hand-drawn one looked kind of not so great. Where's the hand-drawn? I can't find it all of a sudden. I had one where I just wrote it out. Oh yeah, that's the hand. The hand-drawn one looked like that. Like, not horrible, but like not where I'm like, oh, I'm going to use this as my company logo. I did that in Clip Studio. Yeah, just little things like that. Tensai. Thought, oh, else looks close to the Bandai logo, but no, not really. Anything else I did special? Nothing really. Like I said, I want to start hiring people, but I'm low on money. I need to start saving up. I'm saving up money here, Carlos. I don't really spend much on anything. I'm just working on this. I tried to look into investors, so to speak. E.g., I asked people I knew, but that didn't go very well. So I'm just working on making some money myself. Like I said, I have the job as the notary public, which doesn't really pay that super well, but some jobs are a little harder to get in this area I'm in. I'm going to look around for some stuff. I used to work in a library, actually. I used to teach the elderly how to use computers. That was actually a pretty good job. It was a volunteer job, but I met a lot of people and they paid me through other stuff after that. But yeah, that was cool. But that was a long time ago. That was 15 years ago? That could be 15 years ago. Probably 10 years ago. But anyway, but now I mostly just do the eBay selling. But my store's kind of slowed down. I haven't really been having that much to sell lately. I mostly just do a bunch of housework, helping out my mother because she's still sick. She's doing better physically now, relatively speaking. She's not deathly ill like she was a long time ago. But she still needs a lot of help or whatever. So I'm just doing stuff like that. But actually making money, yeah, just probably eBay or something. But anyway, So yeah, I'm trying to like save money for when I start hiring people. I'm like, hey, I need an animator because I can't animate this whole thing myself. So here's XYZ amount of money for XYZ amount of work, that kind of thing. But did I have anything else to show off really? That's basically everything that I think I did. Like, oh yeah, it's the sketch before I made the sprite, which, like I said, doesn't actually look that good. I kind of went off the mark there. But yeah, I actually have that. I made the staff really crooked. What in the world was that? But what are the words? Oh yeah, that's the sketch is kind of messy, but that's all my sketches. I don't really do clean sketches that well. I make her legs way too long for her body, but that's, and the eyes got way bigger too. Yeah, that's really off from the sketch actually. Some of these are very, very off. Like I said, when I did like the no, that's really angry anyway. But like when I did the sete compared to the inks or whatever, that didn't turn out as dramatically off, but still not super on the nose either. Like you can tell I used the symmetry tool for a lot of this. I changed up the way her hips look or something, which that's another thing. I spent a lot of time looking at like weights for some reason. I was like, oh yeah, this character should be this height and this weight, that kind of thing. But yeah, so I just little things like that. I need to redo some of these things, and yeah, with that other picture I showed earlier, the Julia picture. I think I made her face too thin, like kind of a sharp knife jaw there. I don't know. That's why I did the correction on the side. But actually, I think I made her snout too big as well. I don't know. I tried changing up her like little earring thing because I figured, oh, just having the earring right in her ear, that doesn't look that good. It was kind of weird, so I gave it like I put on that because in the story it used to be a necklace, but then she made it into an earring. Just things like that. I changed that up. And oh yeah, I worked on the story some more. I changed some of the story elements I had, where it's like certain characters. I wrote down some stuff, and I'm working on like the Winifred prologue now. That's the thing that I'm doing. It's nowhere near done, and it's just very vague. One paragraph. But that's not that much, actually. I need to actually do something with that. That's not really that good yet. Like I said, I did the Julia prologue, and I actually like how that one turned out. Where I'm like, oh yeah, I have the prologue for Julia. You've probably seen that if you look at the Google document. That kind of thing. But the thing is, I was thinking about that because a friend of mine, he suggested that. He said, oh, you should do like Blaze Blue. You should do like a whole visual novel mode. And I was like, that's a lot of text to translate in other languages, or there's a lot of text to write in general. He's like, yeah, but that would be cool. I was like, oh yeah, I guess that would be pretty cool. I don't know. So I think, oh okay, I'll do like a prologue for each character, which some will be obviously longer or shorter. Julie has a long one because she has like the crazy complex story about her past 1,500 years ago. But the prologue and the arcade mode will be like the actual story. And then you have the epilogue after that, and the epilogue will show what happened to the characters after what they did and all that. But the thing I wanted to do was like have the arcade be like a complete experience by itself. So like, when this game gets on the EXA board, or whatever, when this game gets to its arcade release or whatever, or when people show it off, they'll have like the like a complete story there where it's like, okay, here's her arc. Her name is Winifred, and she actually I wrote that down too. I think. I didn't actually show. Oh yeah, I forgot to actually show that to people. I have like the arcade mode right up for Winifred, which I think I have that in the Google Drive. I'm not sure if I do, but it's just like, okay, here's her story. She's a mercenary. She wants to get her revenge and rebuild the world. And she fights Gwen, and Gwen reveals her whole thing about what happened and why she feels the way she does. The boss fight, she fights Julia, and she takes the lesson she learned from her rival into her boss fight with Julia. And then after she wins, she does something with her life to make it better and that kind of thing. But I'm still thinking about all of these things because, like, some lines I'm still not sure on that. But yeah, I don't know if I have that in the actual thing yet because I wrote it down and I showed it on somewhere, probably like my Twitter or something. But just stuff like that, more little story things. I redid Olga's story because some of the parts didn't make sense. Where I was like, oh yeah, what's her motivation? And I'm like, oh yeah, she has to get this locket that has a secret inside of it, but she lost it during the raid from Veritas. Just a lot of things like that. I mean, that's just story stuff. Most people probably aren't super interested in that, but I figured at least some people probably would be interested. So I wrote that down. But a lot of that's still just in my notes or just not anywhere else. And I don't think I'll show you this, but this is funny too. I did a bunch of the localized titles where I'm like, oh, what will the titles be in other countries? Because they probably would just call it Blades and Beasts in other places. But yeah, like, In Japanese, it's ken to kemono, which I didn't write the kanji for that for some reason, but yeah. And then, in Chinese, it's daoren yu donggu, which I can't speak Chinese, so I probably pronounced that very wrong. Because, yeah, that's the other thing. I want to have it localized in Chinese, because there's probably a market for that there, I assume. I don't know. I mean, I've been thinking about all things of that, but yeah, Korean, Spanish, Portuguese, French. Do I need French? Most of them probably speak English, I assume. Well, not necessarily, but just little things like that, where it's just a bunch of little writings I have and ideas I have and things about the characters and their names and where they come from, what year they were born, which I have that on a sheet too, but I don't think I have that. Do I have that in my public documents? No, it's probably not my public documents, actually. Let me look. I'm going to find it, because I have the thing where every character's age, because I have the year the game takes place is like, what, 1610? No, 1645, but it's based on 2019. Actually, yeah, this is like the secret private document I found it. Yeah, I have a secret private document that I don't show other people because it's just all my gibberish thoughts. It's like 181 pages of my thoughts on the game, but a lot of it is just completely nonsensical, so I don't have that one publicly because it's just stream of consciousness and you see that you think I'm insane or something. But anyway, yeah, so I have like the ages for the characters or where they're from and all that kind of stuff. And this is again just in my head, and it's not really Earth anyway, so it's not like it's super important. But just oh yeah, that'll be a funny thing to write down. So I'm like, oh yeah, Olga was born in 1634, and Winifred was born in 1645 because then the game takes place in 1670. But their calendar is called MI, which is Magica Illustratio. I can't speak Latin. I probably said that wrong. But anyway, this like they when people finally learned how to use magic, that was like a huge event. So they started counting their new calendar based on that. And so the age of magic's been going on for 1600 plus years, and that's when the story takes place. So that's also why Julia can use magic, because I was like, oh yeah, if I just said her born in BC time or whatever they call BC, she probably wouldn't know much about what was going on at all, because she was born 138 years after magic was discovered. That's why she has magical abilities and knows how to do these things, because it's been a common occurrence for over 100 years by her time, that kind of thing. So just a lot of stuff like that. A lot of notes and writings and drawings. For a while I wanted to animate another character, but I don't think I'm actually going to do that. It's just a bunch of extra work. But I was going to do like Gabriella, since she's like Gretel's rival, but I probably am not going to do that. And I was going to do Julia just to have her in there, but I figured I need to actually get these other characters working. I still need to implement like Winifred's icons, like I said, magical enhancement. And the thing is, for Gwen, I have like the drink meter, but like I said, it's really buggy. I need to actually fix how that works. But it's like a variable thing where it's like, oh, if you have this, it goes up to this. And if it goes below that much, then you go to the next drink meter over. But for some reason, I have it displaying wrong. I don't know why it displays incorrectly when I do anything. And and in the actual game, it would be like a permanent meter that just stays up there. But I kind of get it to come up temporarily for this one, or else it just completely glitches out. Things like that. Whoops, that's the wrong thing. So, yeah, a lot of little things like that. But overall, yeah, just a lot of ideas that I need to actually implement. Did I have the protection gauge? Oh yeah, protection gauge, which I can't get working right for some reason. I have it on Gretel apparently. Did I not add it to the other characters? Oh no, I did. Yeah. Wait. Oh no, hers is bugged. Actually, no. Let me show that before I'm about to sign off. But I want to actually see if I can make the protection gauge work with Gretel. Because I was going to implement with every character, but for some reason I never got it to actually work on all of them. Does hers work? Yeah, it does come up. Yeah, when she does protection, that's just the. Yeah, that's the game's guard impact type mechanic. So you do that. And it doesn't actually work yet though. And it stays. Oh yeah, it stays permanently. If for some reason that's. Oh, you have to make it. Actually, that's weird. It's not supposed to work that way. I don't know why I don't have it working correctly. But it's like anyway, the way it's supposed to work is that you do the thing. The opponent hits you, then you get. Oh yeah, did it work? Oh yeah. You gotta hold it, right? Okay, so you hold it down, and it goes indefinitely, or it's supposed to. It doesn't actually go indefinitely in this game. because again, it's the demo. But you hold it indefinitely, and the opponent tries to hit you, and then it immediately cancels their attack, and you're left at frame advantage, and you can attack them because you have +1 or +2, and they have -2, so you can't get a full combo, but then you can attack them. Which I'm trying to do this all with one controller. I mean, with my keyboard with 2 hands, so it's awkward to actually show. But yeah, that's the general idea. The Supreme Guard, and it's not supposed to reset between rounds either. But again, the demo makes it reset between rounds. So you do that, and they do that, and it stops them, and then you can do whatever you want. Like I said, it's only like a 1 frame difference, and I would probably put some time stop on there. I mean, hit stop. Yeah, hit stop. But that's just me showing the basic idea of how that would work. So her bar actually does display, but for some reason other characters' bars don't display yet at all, or I didn't implement them correctly. Just things like that. And you can get it back by taunting. Her taunt, she reads her book. If she reads the book, she gets back the meter. Did I actually implement that? I don't know if I actually implemented that. Let's find out. Okay, let's see if I implement it. Okay, let's try it again. Oh, no, I didn't implement it yet. Did I? No, didn't implement it. Well, I guess that's something I gotta do for later, or at least tell other people about. But yeah, so that's the implementation of the Supreme Guard thing, which I need to really work on and make look way better, or actually function correctly. But it'll be impossible to show with just one keyboard anyway, so I need to show somebody else or get somebody else to help me with that. Or yeah, I need to actually. But yeah, I want to actually show this off to other people at some point. But it's just a bunch of broken concepts or vague ideas that really wouldn't really be that interesting to just play by itself. Like I said, it's very much just the pre-alpha prototype type thing. So like the idea, what I want to do is like actually honestly that's one last thing I gotta say. This artist I know, he said that he was getting ready to do commissions, and I said, oh, I better send him my sheet. Well, that's actually why I started doing a lot more of the art things, where I started drawing up the setae for characters, or their general heights and things like that. Where I was like, oh yeah, let me send this to this guy, and I'm like, hey, draw this, but make it look good instead of bad, or whatever. But haven't got a response back. Don't know what's going on there. But I mean, yeah, I can pay for that easily. But then, like I said, I would need to hire like an animator, some different guy for that. Then I need to get a coder to redo the whole thing in Game Maker or Unity, whichever one, something like that. But yeah, that's another thing. That's what I'm setting up money for now, and it's going to be a long process. Not sure how well that'll go, but yeah, that's what I've been doing for a while. But anyway, that was a good stream, but for some reason I couldn't get it working on Twitch. I was trying to do like the restream thing, and it just refused to work. Pretty crazy how that works, but what's going on there. But anyway, yeah, I'll show you more of that later. Thank you for showing up, everybody. You guys watching this on YouTube in the future, 25 years from now. But 25, I'm joking. Like tomorrow or something. Tomorrow night, I have my audience is European. But yeah, so I gotta go.